That's what people are wanting here with producer Denny's joke jury. His job is to try to get myself, Virginia, or Jaybird to crack up laughing here. He's got 5 jokes to try to make it happen. All right, what do we got with joke 1?
Joke 1, why does Sir Mix-a-Lot go to the chiropractor?
I don't know. Why does Sir Mix-a-Lot go to the chiropractor?
Because baby got back problems.
Oh, Virginia.
I mean, in stitches.
Virginia is just, you don't need a laugh track when you got Virginia.
I mean, you are a comedian's dream.
Wow.
It's the greatest.
I make no apologies. That joke was funny.
Get her some drinks and sit her in the front.
Oh, she loved it. Yeah. All right.
Second joke, what apps do chickens use to pay each other?
What apps do chickens use to pay each other? I don't know. What apps do they use?
Henmo.
Okay. He got himself on that one. He could not resist the crack
right.
up.
I was excited about that.
He really
Does it
did.
count if the comedian laughs at his own joke?
Makes me hack.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beat, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, hello. It is Friday. Welcome to the KVJ show. Good to see everybody. All excited for the weekend. I'm kind of torn here because I'm like, yes, I'm excited. We've got a new KVJ Beer that's going to be debuting tonight. And then I look at the forecast. I'm like, oh, dang, man. Crazy. Luckily, our event is indoors, and people are going to be looking for stuff to do indoors because I don't think anybody's going to be doing anything out of doors.
Is this the whole weekend it's like that?
Yeah, pretty much. It looks like it. Yeah, in fact, I don't know when we're going to emerge from all this rain. It looks like it's even starting today. I saw the Dolphins. They've moved their practice indoors inside the bubble, so they've canceled the public part of that. You can't go out and see the Dolphins practice today, so they're indoors. They know it's going to be wet. And they say, yeah, pretty heavy rain today, pretty much through tomorrow. I haven't really seen into like Sunday and all that, but we're getting to that time of year. Here we are in August, and I always tell you it's pretty much the last 2 weeks of August and the first week of September. Just when I notice, I get nervous.
Well, it's a tropical depression sitting on us, so it's not like it's one of those typical Florida afternoon thunderstorms, and then it's pretty again. No,
Right.
This is different.
Ain't gonna see it. I was gonna be sitting.
It's going to sit for a while. So, like somebody said to me, oh, let's just wait it out and see if it stops. I'm like, it's not going to stop till Sunday.
Yeah. At the earliest night, I haven't heard when it's gonna stop, but it sounds like it's gonna be around for a while. And we're gonna see a good bit of rain too. They say this tropical wave is gonna drop likely at least 2 to 3 inches on you, and it depends upon where you are. If you're west, it's a little bit better. If you're coastal Broward and Palm Beach, they say 3 to 5 inches, possibly as much as 8 in some areas. And then apparently the problem is we got this new moon that's going on, so that affects the tides. So the rain that is going to be running off into the storm sewers is going to be rising, and there's going to be that kind of stuff, so there could be some flooding that goes along with it.
You're well versed in the moon these days, Virginia. Is a new moon a good time to drink that moon water? When you know when you leave it out, it's supposed to get absorbed by the moon?
Well, the full moon is not until next Thursday. So I don't really know what the new moon means. I'm moonlight.
I don't know, but I know Duran Duran said new moon on Monday.
Great song.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that happening?
I don't know. Yeah, I just saw that was mentioned in the story. I don't know anything about the moons. You guys are more into the planet stuff than I am. But yeah, they were citing that in the story that I was reading and saying that could affect the tides and rising water and the such. So whatever it is, something going on with the moon.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's saying it's a time to reset, Virginia, in life.
Okay, well, I agree with that. You know, we're just out of that Mercury in retrograde.
So many people are happy that's over.
It's reset time for a lot of people that were severely affected by it.
Yes, well, now you got to have a new excuse for everything going wrong in your life.
New moon.
My own personal failings and not measuring up in life.
It's tough when you got to blame yourself. And they say, too, there's a patch of stormy weather to the middle of the Atlantic right now, and they're giving that a 70% chance of becoming a tropical depression, which is the first step to a storm or a hurricane, something like that. So here it begins.
Keep your eye on it.
Yep.
This weekend will be wet, but it's not going to be anything that'll ruin your life.
No, just means that your partying's got to be done indoors. That's it. And so that actually plays perfectly for the launch of a new KVJ Beer. Because I wear the old KVJ Beer shirt. So
Beer.
Yeah.
That's right. This is Taylor, your second beer. That's kind of a big deal.
It is, yeah. Well, this is kind of starting around. Yeah, the Dickie Rance was the first ever KVJ Beer that we launched, and we've gone through the cycle, and yeah, now we're on round 2.
Do you think Virginia should change the name of her next beer? It was the Vicious V.
Oddly enough, I was thinking about that this morning while I was getting ready.
I was too, because now that your beer is out, like
Yeah.
we can't really enjoy it because we have to think about the next beer.
Y'all, 3 DJs, 1 brain. We share it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, and I don't know what you think about this, Witch's Brew.
Yeah, I think someone we talked about that. That's the right move.
I agree. I was thinking about that too, and the only hurdle that I had in my mind was, based on the timing on how we do this, I wish it were flipped a little bit better because it'd be a great time to be unveiling Witch's Brew like right now. And
No, Halloween, baby.
well, I know, but I don't think the BD IPA, they're kind of like on about 4, 5, 6 month cycles. So we're
That
probably
long?
Yeah, I
Because the
think.
full gorilla ran out in 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Just look at the calendar,
I
because
know.
I did.
I know, Virginia. We're working on all that stuff. We're having boring beer meetings talking about all that discussion stuff.
Riggy Ralston gets 6 months. I mean, it's summer of Rick.
Well, we debuted Peace Train.
Full gorilla got 2. Ricky's beer gets 6 months.
It was supposed to get 6 because we debuted Peace Train last July. Remember that? And then that ran for about 6 months, and we went full gorilla, and then we debuted BD IPA 1 year later. So they're on. I know it may seem crazy, but they are actually on 6 month cycles.
This is one of those times I would love to record a bit with Ann. Ann, Kevin got 6 months with his beer. I only got 2. Oh, I can't believe
No.
it.
His
you got-
beer,
you got-
and I looked.
It ran out. Yeah,
It
we
ran
didn't.
out.
They didn't make enough.
Okay.
So that's what it was. Yeah, it ran out, and so that's what we're. Like I said, boring beer meetings we won't do on the radio, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's a surplus supply kind of thing.
It's important details, though, just so we know we're not going to run out of the BD IPA as fast as we did full gorilla.
Working on getting it better. So yeah,
Love it.
As I find out in the beer world, every day there's a hiccup. There's just little kinks and hiccups. I feel like I got a second job now.
Learning curve.
Yeah,
It's always hard in the beginning.
but I think it's hard in the middle too.
And the end's not a Swiss picnic
No, the
as well.
end's probably
Yeah.
worse. Yeah, so it's bad all the way around. So we're gonna begin it tonight. It's gonna be a KVJ beer launch, BD IPA at Deuce Out Brewing starting at 6 p.m.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about Virginia? Oh, I'm sorry, Jaybird. I was just looking
I'm
at Virginia.
ready.
I'm like, going, okay.
Ladies first.
Yeah, let me give it to Virginia today. You run with it, girl.
So it's a shame, but I'm guilty of this. A lot of times we live in a really cool area, but we never really get out and experience all the things that are fun to do for tourists because we're so busy in the grind that we don't take advantage of how cool the things are in our own neighborhood.
True.
So yesterday, I've driven past this place probably 50 times. It is a place in Jupiter, and I'm sending you a picture right now, Kevin, of me in the store.
Okay.
The store is called Craft Beer City, and it's right across from the Jupiter Ale House, right there in Jupiter on Center Street. If you know where like Jupiter Donuts is,
Yes.
it's literally on the same side of the street, just like 50 feet from Jupiter Donuts. And I've driven by it a million times thinking, maybe I'll go in there one day. I love craft beer. Maybe I'll go in there one day. I've never gone in. So I pull in, and my family's with me, and they love craft beer too because they're all visiting from New Orleans.
Yep.
So we pull in, and immediately I see something that's very New Orleans, and I'm like, wait, what? There's a drive-through. So it's a drive-through craft beer shop where you don't even have to get out of your car.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. They've got a bunch of these in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So we go in. I'm like, this is awesome. We start talking to the guy who's running it. He's from New Orleans.
Okay.
They've got a bunch of beers. They've got wine and champagne and stuff too, but it's really focused on craft beer.
All right.
You would love it, Kevin.
Yeah.
And they've got about 12 taps
Okay.
of beer that you can drink while you're just walking around enjoying the store.
A lot of stores are doing that now. Like if you go into Whole Foods, they encourage you. I was taking a pee in there the other day, and they have a sign saying, go grab a beer or a wine and, go around and shop. And so that's kind of the new thing. And I was on the island the other day, and they had a place that's sip and shop. So a lot of people do that. They try to lure you in with alcohol and be like, hey, you can get a glass of champagne while you look around our store, lower your inhibitions, and spend a ton of money.
That's what it is.
It's kind of genius.
You always spend more when you have a little buzz, because when you're totally sober, you're more conscious of your wallet and your bills, and you know, I can't really spend a lot right now. A few beers in me, and I loosen up, and I'm like, bills,
brilliant.
schmills.
Yeah.
Is the island, is that Singer Island?
No, it's Palm Beach Island.
Palm Beach Island. Okay, wow.
Nobody calls Singer Island the island.
I don't know. I don't run in these island circles. I don't know. It sounds very fancy. Singer Island, by the way, is fancy to me. It's by the water.
So you really need to go in there and check it out if you're ever in the Jupiter area.
Okay.
It's I'll meet you there actually, because it's about 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it sounds great. I love those. There's a lot of those kind of craft beer marts that are opening up, and they'll throw in, it's a Total Wine kind of experience. Lots of good wine and spirits and beers.
It's small though. I love Total Wine. I love Total
Yeah.
Wine for what it is.
Yeah.
But I also love small merchants that are just grinding and doing cool things like putting in a drive-through.
Northern Florida, back when I was in college, they had a drive-through in Mariana County, or the town of Mariana. And I've never seen another Florida town have a drive-through for alcohol.
It's a big, they have them in New Orleans, they have them in Mississippi. I don't see a lot of them here in Florida.
Yeah, we had one in Logan.
That seems about right.
And they would sell beer to 15-year-olds. I know.
So you probably weren't even legal to drive, but yet you're getting beer from the drive-through.
There were so many illegal things happening when I went out there, Virginia. And they even gave me fireworks.
Beer and firework. That's a good combo.
Have a nice night, kid.
You need a shotgun, kid? I'm good. All kinds of illegalities happening there. Today's International Beer Day, too.
Wow.
Yes.
What a great day to be releasing the BDIPA.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was talking to the guys at Craft Beer City about the BDIPA, and they said they want to carry it.
Oh, fantastic.
They tried to get the full gorilla, but it ran out.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about as we started the show today. Yeah, we're working on that. So we realized we need a couple batches. The demand is going up. People are actually going out and looking for the KVJ beers. So
Love it.
I think Due South's like, oh my gosh, you guys actually have listeners. So, I think they're
They
starting
didn't know at first.
They didn't know at first. Now I think they're starting to realize, okay, we got to start making more of this beer. So that's what we're working on as we get better at this.
You guys have listeners, and they're alcoholics just like you.
Yes, they're pirates.
Not all of them, but I'd say 50%.
We have a good amount.
They're half pirates, half Vikings.
Yeah. They say that more and more Americans are drinking American beer. For a while there, I drink an imported beer. I drink a Heine. That was
I'm not impressed by that.
Yeah, and anymore now with the craft beer game, it's changed. Like, people are not impressed with imported beers anymore. People are impressed with the snobby people now drink the craft beers.
The
They say,
local.
Yeah, 67% of Americans now say they'd rather drink a domestic beer than an imported beer. And that also includes your Budweisers and even, like your Coors Lights and the craft beers. So most people are in that now. That's kind of changed a good bit in the numbers. They also found that 35% of beer drinkers put down at least 5 beers a week. That is 35%, and 5% of those will do 3 a day. So that'll let you know on what end of the spectrum are you.
I know where this crew's at.
My family dropped probably around $200 last night at the craft beer store.
Did you have any beer yesterday at all?
No.
Okay.
No beer for me. But today, I'll make up for it.
Well, you have to. It's your day.
It is.
It is your day.
It is, yeah. Saving it for Friday. What you got on your mind today, Jay-Bird?
So there's so many stupid food trends going on out there. And how gross does this sound? Oscar Mayer's coming out with a hot dog ice cream with real chunks of hot dog in it, Virginia.
Okay.
I mean,
This is ridiculous.
Are they trying to be serious? I know we were talking a little bit about it during commercial. It's kind of like when IHOP did IHOB. Are they deliberately trolling us just to get attention? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think, that's kind of what's happening now is, food people are doing this kind of stuff where they just want to get a little bit of attention. So they come out with something that's almost kind of irritating. It's a weird strategy. They're like, yeah, we want to come out with something that's ridiculous that people are going to hate. enough that they'll start talking about how much they hate it, and then they get actually attention from that.
The reason why I think the Oscar Mayer hot dog ice cream is different than IHOP came with so much hype, a commercial campaign, and it got people very excited for, all right, what's going on? If you're an IHOP fan, you want to see what's going on there. And then when they say, oh, it's just a burger.
Man, that's how you got me back at Denny's.
I mean,
Sorry. I'm going moons over my hammy just because you've disappointed me, IHOB.
Do you guys like this? They also have a bun instead of bread for all you health nuts. It's a full-on avocado for the bun. That is so gross to me.
How would you be able to hold that without
Yeah, because
making
they
a
get
mess?
slimy. Yeah,
You scoop it.
avocados are.
They scoop it out, and then they do something to it to where
They use the casing of the avocado. I've seen where they'll do that in like
But you can't eat that.
at the fair. What they do is they'll use that as a bowl. And so, so if you use that as the sandwich end, you're not eating that. So what they do at the South Florida Fair, and it's great, they'll take the avocado, they'll mix it up, make an avocado salad, and put it back in.
Love that.
And that's great. But how you're going to use that as the bun, I don't know.
Can't.
like that. That's how they do it. They cut out the.
It's going to be slimy and it's going to be a mess to hold.
You
There's
would have
no
to cut
way.
that. Yeah, you
Okay,
can't eat that with your hand.
You can't eat that.
But people
Not
are,
with your hand.
But people are doing
You
it.
need a fork and knife.
Okay, how about this one? A tater tot bun. That sounds amazing.
If it is made crispy, then you can do it. If it's too wet and loose, it's going to fall apart.
There was talk about maybe doing a tater tot pizza tonight with the food truck. There was talk about that. But
I've been telling my family, I wonder what Savory Eats is going to do tonight.
I gotta email that guy.
You need to email him and find out what they're doing.
Yes, I do. Okay, I'll report the facts.
I told my family about those Gator Po' Boys that they brought in here.
Yeah.
Those were phenomenal.
Oh, they're good stuff, yeah. They do really good stuff, and you can get it tonight. We're going to be out there at Due South. It is in Boynton Beach, just a little west there. If you go, it's Gateway is the exit, and it's just west. And High Ridge Road's what you're going to find. Go a little bit north. It'll be right there.
And it's family friendly, too. There's
is.
games and stuff and cornhole for the kids.
Absolutely. Some really good stuff there. What I got on my mind here today, there are actually a couple good things, I think, to kind of report here for the Miami Marlins. One, last night, they wrapped up a series with the Minnesota Twins at home at Marlins Park. It was the 12th inning, and Harold Ramirez comes up and rips a 12th inning homer to get the win for the Marlins.
That one is a laser, and it's a walk-off winner for Harold Ramirez. I was about to call it. In my mind, I called. I said, you know what? I think he's going to hit number 7 here.
Shut up.
We're going to try to take some credit.
Then you got to call it. Then.
So Marlins win 5-4 last night. 12 innings. This season's pretty much a wash. Not going to be great. But they are saying that the Marlins are making some bold trades that could be boosting the team in the future.
They're going to get these awesome players and then trade them 2 months later.
Yeah, that's kind of the discouraging thing. There's some baseball nerds that put together this little stat. 538.com's a website, and they looked at all the active Miami Marlins players that they've traded away. And if they hadn't made the trades to get rid of our big stars, the Marlins would be in first place right now. Instead of last.
The players they've given away Virginia have gone on to do extraordinary things.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, the Marlins would be in first place if they hadn't traded away their key players.
I mean, that's
What's the psychology there?
Not much. Well, here's the psychology. Here's the difference. The payroll right now is $72 million. If they had those players on the payroll, it would be $134 million.
But wouldn't they make that up in ticket sales?
That's the argument. Will a Marlins owner ever again go for a World Series, or do they say paying $134 million and the attendance we get? Miami's just not a baseball town. We're gonna just settle for being one of those lower level teams.
They could turn it into a baseball town. I mean, when the Marlins are in the playoffs or in postseason, they pack the crap out of that place. It looks great.
Yeah. So if you wondered, I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't made all those trades, just so you know, we'd be in first place. So that'll answer your question right there.
It kind of feels like we could run the Marlins.
No, I don't know. It's tough.
I want that gig.
That's a tough gig.
Yeah. Trust me, with the math that was involved in the trades I was reading about halfway through the story, I'm like, oh.
I still do have faith that Jeter eventually is going to come out smelling like a rose. He is. Jeter, he's not a guy that he'll be back.
Some of the trades they made, they're patting the Marlins on the back this week for some of the moves that they made. So we'll see what that means for the future. And Jay Bird's probably right. As soon as they get good, we will trade them away. But just so you know.
They don't want to be good.
Maybe. And then the Jonas Brothers, that's going to be going down on Wednesday at American Airlines Arena. And it looks like we have narrowed it down to 3 finalists for our contest for the tickets and the meet and greet passes to meet the Jonas Brothers on Wednesday.
Okay.
The challenge was you had to go find a store intercom, get on it, and give your love for the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF, and then sing 10 seconds of a Jonas Brothers song. So I will play some of the entries and get your guys' feedback. Now, keep in mind, this is just the audio you're going to hear because of the radio. If you go to our social media, go to our Instagram, you can see that. We're getting them all posted up there so you can see what it looks like.
Because the video is important.
It is, yeah.
The performance, which I think is very important, and the atmosphere and the crowd reaction, it all plays into it.
Yeah. So I'll let you hear the 3 finalists, and you can give me a little bit of your thoughts on that, and then we'll announce before 10 a.m. this morning who the winner is going to be of the Jonas Brother meet and greet tickets. Oh, yeah, Jonas, Wednesday night, American Airlines Arena coming back to Miami, and we've got meet and greet passes for somebody to go. Now, we gave out the Jonas Brothers KVJ Intercom Challenge, and this was going into a store, getting on their intercom system, giving your love for the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF, and also singing 10 seconds of a Jonas Brothers song. Now, we said, hey, look, you can work with the store. They can let you on the intercom. You have to go in there and go rogue, because a lot of times there's a code and things like that. So if you went in there and said, hey, here's what I'm doing and trying to do it, maybe, like, yeah, go ahead. Just leave a message. Just be cool.
We're not encouraging you to go in there kamikaze and like get people mad. That's not what we want.
No.
We want happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. In fact, it was all about the presentation and what you did. And, if other people would get involved, if there were people standing in line, be like, yeah, I'm a sucker for, that kind of stuff would really play into it. It's about the performance.
I like how you started dancing when you were singing.
Oh, that's a performance. I'm on KBJ TV. Hello. Kind of stuff's important these days. So here's what we got. These are our 3 finalists here. Now, before the end of the show, we're going to go to the social media and see what people are saying and, kind of give our own thoughts on this and pick our winners. But we will let you know who's going to get the meet and greet passes and the good tickets for the Jonas Brothers coming up on Wednesday. Our first submission comes from Stephanie and Samantha. They went into a Petco to use their intercom.
Love it.
What's up, Petco? I'm Stephanie. This is Samantha. And we love the Jonas Brothers and the KBJ show at WRMF. Ooh, this is an SOS, don't want a second guess, this is the bottom line, it's true. I gave my all for you, now my heart's in two, and I can't find the other half.
Okay.
Price check on aisle 4.
All right.
I like the beginning. What's up, Petco?
What's up, Petco?
Gotta give a shout out to the people shopping, yeah. And the pets, too.
Petco.
Okay, our next submission is from Sarah B., who went into a Rooms to Go to use their intercom.
Okay, I didn't know they had one.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Rooms to Go shoppers. This is Sarah. I love the Jonas Brothers, and I also love the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, who turned the temperature hotter? 'Cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
And just to let you know, too, that's why you go check out the video. She has some swanky dance moves.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some
That
swanky
counts,
dance
Kevin.
moves, yeah.
Those are points.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I thought it was pretty impressive. And here we go with twins, Sophia and Isabella, who went into Best Buy to do their intercom challenge for Jonas Brothers meet and greet tickets.
Hello, people in Best Buy. Hello. This is Isabella and Sophia, and we have the KVJ show and the Jonas Brothers on 97.9 WRMF.
Okay. I'm burning up for this
in this Best Buy.
I'm burning up in this Best Buy.
Smart. They threw in a plug for Best Buy.
They did, yeah.
Oh, all these girls really brought it.
They did.
They had some dance moves going on there, too. So we're getting ready to post that video up. You can check out on our Instagram.
These stores should love it. They're getting all this free advertising.
Yeah,
It's a win all the way around.
Adorable.
It is a win all the way around. So you can go check out the KVJ Show Instagram. We got them up on Facebook and even Twitter, too. Just look for KVJ Show and give us your thoughts on those performances.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Wrapping it up here, Camp KVJ. Kids are getting ready to get back to school, so if you're going to use the tickets, pretty much next week is going to be your last chance to do that. So this is going to be, wow, hate to say, Virginia, our final Camp KVJ of the summer. That means summer's over and school's starting up again.
I'm so happy. I can't wait for school to start.
They got all the back-to-school supplies in the front of all the stores now.
Yeah, and this is becoming one of those things when you hear the KVJ Show wrapping up Camp KVJ for the summer, you know it's real.
That's it, baby.
Gosh, you know it's real. Oh, I hate to do this.
What grade is Max going into?
She is going to be in high school.
Wow. Can you believe that?
No. I can't believe any of
She's
it.
going on Saturday to her freshman orientation.
Wow.
She's going to be a freshman in high school.
That's a big deal.
Oh, it's a huge deal.
Yeah, wow. The time, Virginia.
Head spinning over here.
Well, what we got for you, the final Camp KVJ, another pair, one-day park-to-park tickets and a parking pass to Universal Orlando. They got Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It's now open at Universal Orlando Resort. And they just keep adding and doing amazing stuff. And I know anybody who's excited about Orlando theme parks, and especially Universal, is pumped about this announcement that they made yesterday. They're going to be opening up a brand new resort that's going to include restaurants, hotels, going to be responsible for creating more than 14,000 new jobs in the greater Orlando area with a base salary of $15 an hour. So, again, more employment's going to be going on there, which is great news for Floridians.
Yeah.
The new theme park's also going to feature an entertainment center, hotels, the shops, all that kind of great stuff. It's going to be in there. It's going to be located, too, within a larger 750-acre site that nearly doubles Universal's total available acreage in Central Florida.
Wow.
So Universal is doubling its size.
Nice.
With this announcement. That to let you know how big this announcement is. The new park is going to be the single largest project ever for Universal and their owners.
I love it.
Yeah.
That just makes it better and more fun for us, the consumers that love to go out there and love Universal.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the biggest theme park ever now? Ever?
I don't know where they are in terms of Disney. It'd be interesting to see, what the size is. And, I mean, they are going toe-to-toe because Disney gets the Star Wars stuff that's going to be opening up, and Universal's like, that's not it. And also, too, we keep talking about Brightline, Virgin Trains, whatever. That Disney stop, Universal like, we got a big place, too. So now apparently this is part of the negotiations they're doing with this, saying, okay, you're not going to go to Disney without coming to Universal.
Good for them.
Yeah.
A competition is great. It makes it better for all of us.
Well, and they were smart. Do you know who they had in attendance yesterday? The governor for the announcement. Ron DeSantis was there. So, hey, Gov, you got to make sure, right? It's got to be fair. I mean, that's not fair if they only take the Brightline to Disney, right?
Yeah.
14,000 new jobs.
It'd be great if the Brightline went to both.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing. Universal is not going to be like, we're going to be happy being the second largest. They're still trying to make it a race. So it's good for everybody else that loves theme parks in Orlando. Greg is on here from Tamarack. What's up, Greg?
How you doing?
Good, man. Okay, tell us, you got a couple kids you want to take to Universal?
I have a son.
Okay.
5 years old.
How old is he?
He'll be 5 in October.
Very cool. All right, well, there's something there for them as well, and you know what? You're going to have a good time, too, so don't sweat it. You're going to enjoy Universal and have fun with your 5-year-old, okay?
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome.
No doubt. If you want to book up a Universal Orlando vacation, take the whole family up. You can online. It's universalorlando.com. Our celebrity's having a birthday today, just a few to mention. Got to say happy birthday to Charlie XCX. She's 27 today. Originally the Boom Boom Pow fame, but she's had some other quality music since then. And Kevin Smith, the director, is 49 today. So happy birthday to them both.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes.
That's a good movie. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That's a funny one.
Got to say happy birthday to Abraham from Honey Bear, Amanda, Ace, and Katie. Also, a little birthday shout out to my precious nephew, Baby Miguel, who turns 1 today. That is from your Auntie Flo. Also, a little birthday shout out to my sister-in-law, Maria, from her favorite brother-in-law, Mike. And a happy 11th birthday to our JD Bug from Daddy, Mariah, and Liger.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready for the best weekend ever. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody be like, get ready for the best weekend ever?
Get ready, Kev. We've planned it for you. You don't have to do anything.
It's going to be the best weekend ever for you, the Kevin Ralston. Tonight's a big night. Got the beer.
I know, I'm excited.
Tomorrow, maybe me and you can do something. I don't know.
You never know, yeah.
It's raining.
Why not?
We're trying to drive to Quest and watch that movie with Virginia.
Yeah, come. We'd love to have you.
Okay, all right.
Popcorn's on board.
When's the last time we've done a KVJ movie? It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I think the last time we did it was
the KVJ movie at Halloween.
No, Kevin didn't go.
Yeah, didn't even make it to our
2
own
years
movie.
in a row.
Yeah, didn't even make our own movie.
He's in it. He didn't go.
Yeah, did not even go. Yeah. So it's been a while for me. You're right. I got to get myself out a little bit more often. Well, the movie that you got this weekend, if you're excited with the Fast and the Furious franchise, the new one is Hobbs and Shaw. It's The Rock and Jason Statham.
Okay, so is Vin Diesel in it too?
I didn't see his name in the credits.
Is he out of because The Rock is in?
know.
The Rock took his place? Oh, damn.
I could be wrong. I was just, but because I haven't really, I've seen like one of those movies. I don't know a ton about it, but I was looking because that's what I was looking for too. I'm like, where's Vin Diesel? And I didn't see him listed.
This would be a bigger story, wouldn't it, if The Rock replaced Vin Diesel because they had that beef?
Let me know. Yeah, I spent all of 3 seconds on it looking real quick.
You said it's part 9?
I don't know. It's Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. That's the name of it.
According to my sources, Vin Diesel quitting Fast and the Furious franchise after on-set accident?
Okay.
Question mark?
Yeah, I didn't see
The
his name
accident
in
was
this.
called The Rock joined.
Yeah, that's the accident. Rock bottom.
He got rock bottomed.
That's it. So there you go. That's what you got. The Rock and Jason Statham going to be doing that tonight. Movie-wise, we got the No Name Movie Game coming up here in a second.
It's a
Yeah,
big
baby. Well, just a little clarity into that Hobbs and Shaw movie. It is a spin-off of the Fast and Furious. It's Fast and Furious Presents. That's actually in the title. Vin Diesel's still doing Fast and Furious 9. Hobbs and Shaw is still part of that universe, but Vin Diesel is not part of this part of the universe. So that's what's going on. So to clarify that.
People are probably screaming at the radio. If you love that franchise.
Yeah, just to let you know, that's what's going down with that. Opening up in theaters this weekend. All right, we got the Craft Beer Bash going to be coming up next Saturday. I love this event. It's at PJ National Resort and Spa. Over 150 craft beers and ciders they're going to have out there for you from 5 to 8 p.m. And we got tickets for the Craft Beer Bash next Saturday.
Bigger question, who's got the belt? The no-name movie game belt.
Virginia showed me you got 2.
We have 2. So
Oh, that's right.
remember that that couple that took the belt?
Stole it?
Stole the belt? Well, it was returned by one Sarah from Twitter, from KVJ Nation. She got the belt back. She did the work, and she brought it to Brother Jimmy's last week. So now we have the original belt, the OG, and the new belt.
Okay.
So today's champion walks away double belted.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how much fat that will cover up?
So much faux pas.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, it's going to be great,
This
huh?
is big. That original belt is so awesome.
It's so funny because I was reading what Engineer Keith wrote on the back of it when he made it. It says, handcrafted by Engineer Keith. If found, and in parentheses, when found.
Pretty good.
Email the KVJ show, which they did not do. They,
Okay.
they kept it for about 9 months.
All right, here we go. Jason is on here from Palm City. We got Virginia and Jason partnering up here today. How nice is that?
Really?
Yes. All right, Jason, you ready for this?
I am ready. Let's go, Virginia.
All right, you sound like an adorable Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, wasn't that funny?
Oh, listen, yeah, he's over
Wasn't that funny?
Thank you. All right, Virginia's going to give you the clues to the movie. She cannot use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. You got 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
It's the opposite of wrong. It's
Right.
And if it's a dude that you're dating, put the little thing in front of it. He's blank. Right.
Wait, Pat.
Okay, pass. You're running this. If you're running for office, it's the whole time that you're running this before the election.
Campaign.
Yes. You ain't nothing but a blank, blank, crying all the time. Hey, you ain't nothing but a blank, blank.
Hound dog.
Yes. Okay, it's a spider, and there's a pig, and the pig wins first prize.
Dark web.
Yes. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. They're running on the beach in red swimsuits. They save people. They're lifeguards.
Baywatch.
Yes. If you're crazy, if you're fun, and you come to somebody's celebration and you make the whole thing more awesome, you're what?
Ooh.
Life of the party. That's what that would have been. Time is up. You
Four
got
spot.
4.
4. Is it enough to win the tournament? I think not.
We got Michael on here from Royal Palm Beach. Hello, Michael.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much. All right, you ready to partner up with the Dynamo Denny's?
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like that.
Denny's, did you get is that a new shirt?
Get out of here.
You got a new shirt, huh?
That's
I'm going to buy
nice.
some new shirts so that joke can end.
That shirt has been in 30 of our videos, so it looks like Denny's just had the longest day ever.
It's been in rotation for almost a decade, yeah. I should buy some new clothes.
I got a lot of nerve, too, talking about repeating
Yeah, you
clothes.
do. You wore an Old Navy fleece for 17 years.
You're right, I really did. There was a run at Wild 95.5 where I totally wore that
We were
jacket
going
a
back through
lot.
old videos. He had that.
That's all he ever wore.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Danny's giving you the clues in the No Name Movie game, and your time begins now.
You can take this from if you go on vacation, you can take this item back with you to help you remember the vacation. It's a Italian word, I believe.
Souvenir.
Another, not a French word, but I mean in the same ballpark. Pass that one. This is he makes he decides your fate when you go to court. He has a gavel that he
Judge.
sent. Yep. This is a person you look up to because you know they're admirable. Not always in all cases. But you look at pass. This is if you know what's going on in the office, you would be considered a person who is blank blank blank.
Interest.
Pass that one. Let's see. These are in your mouth. You use them to chomp things.
Teeth.
Yep. This is a person who is crazy. He also lives in a house by a motel, and he kills his patrons.
Psycho.
Time's up. Yeah.
Right after the buzzer.
Right at the end, it wouldn't, if you gave the third one, it wouldn't matter. You got 2. Give you 3 if you count that one, but still not
We'll
enough.
go through.
Memento.
Memento.
That was the
Souvenir.
Italian word.
Okay.
And he said souvenir.
What was
No,
the-
that's French.
What was the thing at work? The dot.
In the loop.
In the loop.
That was a tough one.
If you know stuff at work, you're ...
That's a bird clue.
That is a bird clue.
All right, Jordan is on here from Loxahatchee. We're going to see if he and Jaybird can beat Virginia's score of 4 and get that belt for tonight's beer party.
Jordan, are you there?
Yes, sir. What's up, KVJ?
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
brother, I gotta tell you how much this means to me. I need this, please. Please.
I got you, Jaybird. Let's get that belt.
Okay, I love it. I get good energy with this guy.
All right. 60 seconds here on the clock.
Good luck, Bird.
Jaybird and Jordan, your time begins now.
I go door to door. I am this. I am going to try to make you buy something from me. I am what?
Salesman.
Yes? Don't fly a blank, but pluralize it. Just the one
Planes.
word. No. It's a paper thing in the air. You fly it as a child.
Airplane.
No,
Paper airplane.
no, it's a thing you fly in the air with a string attached to it.
Kite.
Yeah, but pluralize
Kite.
it. Pluralize it.
Kite.
Yes.
Kite.
Oh, yes. Okay, going down the blank. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I hop. There's pass. Pass, Denny's. I just smacked you with my car. That would be called, and then I left. It's called what?
Hit and run. Car accident.
Yes. I'm taking pills. They're giving me poopy cramps. That would be what? A blank of the pills. Pass, Denny's. I'm a beast. I howl at the moon. I'm a beast. Silver bullets kill me.
Oh, man, you're so close. Wolfman is that one, and
Pills give me poopy cramps with side effects.
oh,
And I'm going down the blank was rabbit hole.
rabbit hole.
We gotta stop doing that, Denny.
We gotta stop the blanks.
Rabbit hole. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's an effective strategy.
How many did I get? 3?
3. You lost by 1.
I tied for second.
You could have second outright, actually. We'll keep Denny's at that 2 spot. I want you guys to have,
Do you want to make one of these belts the runner-up belt?
That's so low budget.
Yeah,
No.
that's.
All right. I'm just asking. I know you got a lot of fupa to cover.
We need a spare. All right.
Wow, what a sore winner. You are a witch. You're a true witch.
Hey, Jason, you
Trying to
got
help you.
tickets. Craft Beer Bash is going to be next Saturday, a great beer event at the PGA National Resort and Spa. I'm going to see if I can't get the BD IPA out there, and hopefully we'll see you there as well. Okay, bud?
For sure. Thank you so much. We got it, Virginia.
You did it, Jason. You're the hero.
I love you.
I love you more.
All right, we got to stop.
It's so nice having good rapport.
Isn't that
I
so?
know.
That's all you gotta do. Just turn off your microphone.
What's hot now on the KVJ show?
It is a brand new New England style hazy IPA. It's the latest KVJ beer, and you can come try it tonight with us for the BD IPA launch party at Due South Brewing. Gateway is your exit in Boynton Beach. It's on High Ridge Road, which is just one street west of I-95.
Little Smiles is going to be there with all the BDI merch. You can pick up your t-shirts and your commemorative glassware, and just know that all of the profits from those shirts and glasses go to Little Smiles, our charity. Also, make sure you stop by Savory Eats. That food truck is amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, it is absolutely fantastic. In fact, they sent me the menu that they're going to have for tonight. And
read it slow and read it sexy.
well, there's a lot of good stuff on it, so I can probably only give you a couple of highlights.
You know what I like.
But they've got a pork carnita rice bowl, which sounds good. They've got those jumbo fresh chicken wings that they had that I love.
Slow it down, baby. Make it sexy.
Make it sexy,
Okay.
Ralston.
Chimichurri steak frites. What is those?
It's basically fries.
Okay.
Steak fries.
Steak fries. Okay. They got poutine.
Oh, that's fries too.
Simple cheeseburger. Pork carnita rice bowl, smoked fish dip, duck fat fried mozzarella sticks.
Oh, duck fat fried mozzarella sticks.
Black and tan beer battered onion rings.
All this
Sweet potato tots.
This is food foreplay, and it's getting me going.
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go. There's going to be a lot of good stuff on the menu you can check out. Food, drink, we got it all tonight, 6 o'clock. Come join the KVJ show at Due South.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I want to get your comments and let you know, too, that on all of our social media now, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, you can see the videos of our 3 finalists for the Jonas Brothers KVJ Intercom Challenge. Go into a store, give your love for the KVJ show, and sing 10 seconds of a Jonas Brothers song. We had some good submissions, like Stephanie and Samantha, who went into a Petco.
What's up, Petco? I'm Stephanie. This is Samantha. And we love the Jonas Brothers and the KBJ show at WRMF. Ooh, this is an SOS. Don't want a second guess. This is the bottom line. It's true. I gave my all for you. Now my heart's in two. And I can't find the other half.
Okay, there you go.
Outstanding.
Synchronized dance. Sarah, she did a solo show at Rooms to Go.
Hello, Rooms to Go shoppers. This is Sarah. I love the Jonas Brothers, and I also love the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. I'm slipping into the lava, and
good echo.
I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, who turned the temperature hotter? 'Cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Okay, that's not bad.
And you said she had dance moves.
She did, yeah.
That need to be seen.
Yes, that's why you need to go to our social media and see it and leave your comments there. And then Sophia and Isabella, twins, who went into a Best Buy to turn it up.
Hello, people in Best Buy. Hello. This is Isabel and Sophia, and we heart the KVJ show and the Jonas Brothers on 97.9 WRMF. I fell so fast
Imagine if you're shopping right now in Best Buy.
What?
What is going on? Okay, there you go. All right.
And I love they plugged Best Buy.
Yeah, they worked that all in. So.
I mean, one had a dress on during the video. They really like a gown. They had the costume changes.
They worked it all out. Yeah. So there was a lot that went into it. And they kind of went with jackets on incognito, and then the jackets come off and they start turning into song. Yeah,
a performance.
It is a performance. So go and leave your comments. Check out the videos, and right before the end of the show today, we're going to announce who gets to meet the Jonas Brothers on Wednesday in Miami at American Airlines Arena.
Are you hungry, Mama?
I am.
You want to get a little fat and sassy?
I've got something waiting for me in the fridge.
What kind of sea urchin are you eating today?
My sister brought me a muffalata from New Orleans. It's an Italian sandwich, but it's a New Orleans classic. It's from Central Grocery, this famous place. And so when they come in later with beer, I'm going to have New Orleans beer with my muffalata.
So that's odd you said that, because I had never really knew what a muffalata was. I was looking at this list of America's favorite and least favorite sandwiches, and the muffalata actually made it on there.
It's the least or the favorite?
Maybe I'll wait and tell you here in a second.
Oh, I like it.
Does America love muffalatas, or do they hate muffalatas?
No, they hate them. There's no way.
No, they love them.
It sounds gross.
Okay.
Muffalata. What a tequesta sandwich.
I'll drop that on you here in just a bit.
Why don't you taste the muffalata before you judge the muffalata?
Did you bring enough for the whole class? It sounds like there was one.
I brought enough.
Okay.
I can share. I know Kevin only eat one bite anyway.
Oh, yeah, and if it's on the bad list, it's all you. Virginia, you said you've got a sandwich, the muffalata.
I do. I've got a muffalata in the fridge right now.
I mean, it doesn't sound good. I'm gonna go. It's not on the good sandwich list.
Not on the good sandwich list. Yeah, because this is it. It's America's favorite and least favorite sandwiches.
Do you want to try it?
I want to see what it looks like.
I'm gonna have Jaybird try it, and then I want to have him guess which list it made. Did it make the good list or the bad list?
This is the legit Central Grocery muffalata. I mean, this is like...
All right, what's on it? Or should I just go ahead and just eat it?
Just bite it.
Oh, it's definitely on the gross list. Is there peppers on that?
Yeah.
Just take a bite.
Okay. What do you think, Jaybird, so far?
It's not gross.
It's on the gross list.
It's got an olive spread, and he doesn't like olives.
Oh, okay.
That's like the most famous thing about the sandwich is the olive spread.
Gross list.
It's on the gross list.
You know I hate olives.
It's on the gross list.
Yeah.
It's one of the grossest sandwiches in America, according to the ratings.
It's delicious. You want to bite, Kevin?
Yeah, I'll try a little bit of it here.
Taste it. If you like olives, you love this sandwich.
Okay. Muffalata.
It's awful.
It's not awful.
Even the way it looks, the name, the smell. It's an awful sandwich. And if your leading point is olive, that's how you know that sandwich sucks.
The smell is, you're right, so olive.
It's pungent.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs on the crappy list of all time. I agree with so far, good list.
No.
I actually don't mind it. It would
yummy.
be, if I had to say positive or negative, I think it would make my positive.
Really?
Yeah.
It's strong.
what
Maybe
they do-
you're just not strong enough for it. What do you want, a grilled cheese?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you're right. I am soft. Give me my grilled cheese.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. How they did this was they'd put some sandwiches up, and do you like, dislike, whatever. And so it's the top 10 sandwiches that have the worst ratio of likes to dislikes.
Okay, let's
So,
see.
and muffalata is on there. So I will name a sandwich, and you tell me good or bad list.
Love it.
Where did it wind up? Okay.
Ugh, muffalata.
Lobster roll. Good or bad? Ready for
Good.
Jay?
Bad.
Good.
Bad. Ugh.
Good.
Okay. Jaybird has got 1 point. It's on the bad
Lobster,
list.
eat no lobster roll sandwich, Tequesta.
Oh, I love a lobster roll. Butter on the bun, toast it, tons of lobster.
Okay, let's.
It's a snooty sandwich.
A lot of credibility comes in with this, Jaybird, because this is who knows sandwiches in America's palate better.
Okay.
Okay, what about just basic old Cuban sandwich?
Best. It's gonna be on the best list.
Cuban sandwich. You get them here in South Florida. I think they're fantastic. I think they originated in Tampa.
Very
So it's a
popular.
Florida sandwich. What do you think, Virginia?
I love a Cuban sandwich. I'm going to say the best.
Just say it made the best list. It is on the worst list, and that I couldn't believe that. I was like, yeah.
All right, I hate this list.
Okay.
You brought out some real weak lists before.
I mean, usually your lists aren't this bad.
Okay, what do you think about a pulled pork?
Best list.
Oh, pulled pork.
Best.
Yes, best.
Okay, you're both right on that. That is on the best list.
I'm
for
a little
sandwiches.
a little bummed out about the Cuban sandwich, not going to lie.
Yeah,
It
I was
hurts.
too, yeah.
It hurts South Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about tuna? Tuna sandwich, is that on the best or worst list?
Worst.
Okay.
Man, I used to love me some tuna. So
disgusting.
I was a tuna head. I was in it, baby.
Okay.
But tuna can be gross. You have the gross tuna and mayo. I'm going to go it's on the worst list. It's an old person sandwich.
Just say it out loud. It's fish in a can.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, bad. Best?
It's on best.
Better than the Cuban? Or worse? Oh, get out of here.
Yep. When it comes to positive and negative.
Tuna over Cuban, they got it wrong.
I used to go to Subway, and they already have the tuna made. They already have a ton of mayo in there. I'd get extra mayonnaise on there. That's how much I like to...
You don't have to mansplain Subway to me. I was a sandwich artist, okay?
What do you think about ham? Ham on the best or worst list?
Ham and cheese?
Ham.
Just ham plain?
Just ham.
Worst.
Okay. What do you think, Virginia?
I love ham. Best.
Okay, Virginia gets a point, ties it up.
And not let the
Ham
witch
is on the
be-
best
What's
list.
the best cheese to put on a ham sandwich?
American.
I think it's Swiss.
Or Swiss can work. Provolone ain't bad either. I like Gouda.
Okay. All right, the next person to get a point here. But if you don't want to, if you believe in it, you better go with it because you'll be eliminated. What about egg salad? Best or worst? Best or worst? Egg salad sandwich.
That farty sandwich has got to be on the worst. It starts to sweat at picnics. Flies love it. Worst.
I love an egg salad sandwich. I'm going best.
When she eats egg salad, I can't tell you how much it makes my stomach flip. Watching her, it grosses me out so bad.
I need to bring it in here more.
No, you do not. Not with your farts.
Muffaladas and egg sandwiches. That's all I'm eating.
The grossest food.
Well, Virginia, you'd have two sandwiches on the worst list. Jaybird, you win the challenge. Egg salad made the worst. So did French dip. I was kind of surprised by that.
Doesn't belong.
French dip is delicious.
Reuben made the worst sandwich list. So did pastrami, cheese and tomato, and crab cake.
There's no grilled cheese on there?
Grilled cheese made the best. It's number one.
Yes. Okay.
Along with grilled chicken, turkey, roast beef, club, BLT, and peanut butter and jelly.
Fat Kevin, did you like grilled cheese growing up?
Absolutely.
You could put some away.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you like tomato on it, or is that too many vegetables?
I never tomato.
Tomato.
What?
Man, I love Fat Kevin.
What are you doing? What, tomato?
I love Fat Kevin
I'd be
so
like,
much.
nice try, Mom. Yeah. Sneaking a vegetable in there. Virginian or muffalata sandwich. She's over there chowing down, making Jaybird want to throw up.
7 meats on there, and I'm just watching her get down on it.
Oh, she's getting down on it.
It's gross.
It's so good.
Yeah, the problem I got with that, there's too much. The bread's too thick on it.
I'm with you. I
Yeah.
didn't love that bread, man.
Yeah, it's too thick. I like a thinner bread. I'm what do they call it? Panini? Is that what it is? I'm a panini. When they take that like Panera panini and they take that thing, they mush it down.
I love that one.
Ooh,
You're right.
You're talking about the Cuban sandwich. That's what I love. When Panera does a really good Cuban sandwich, and that's how they do them. They take them and press them down. I love them like that.
I love Wonder Bread. Oh, and I love potato bread. And I just was driving by Arby's, and they got some new sandwich that's like, we fry it in potato bread. I was like, ooh, Arby's, yeah.
Okay, yeah, dirty talk right there. Yeah, they got a list of the favorite and least favorite fast food chains is what they're doing.
Is Hardee's on the least favorite?
Hardee's is not on the least favorite for their category. And they broke it down by category. Like you have everything from, burgers, sandwiches, and, since we were just talking about sandwiches, Jersey Mike's and Firehouse subs, they say, are the most popular. Subway and Arby's are actually the least. So, yeah, they are the least. So, I guess they're on the sandwich thing.
Look, Jersey Mike's, when you get the gigantic kind of sub, it is like a Flintstone style. You are not going hungry for a while. It's so big. Fat Kevin would have loved it.
Yeah.
It's so. Have you ever had a gigantic sub from Jersey Mike's?
I'm not woman enough. That's too big for me.
Yeah, it does sound like that sounds like a lot of work.
Top it off with 9 of their cookies. Oh,
9 cookies.
they have such good cookies.
The cookies are so big.
They're so good.
You eat 9 of them?
Hell, I always clean them out.
Did you eat all those cookies we took home yesterday?
Didn't see the light of day. I gave a couple to the snack pack.
They say on burgers, In-N-Out and Five Guys are the most popular. McDonald's and Burger King are the least. That's odd.
It's almost like they're hating to hate.
Probably, yeah, I'm wondering.
In-N-Out's great, but they don't have that here. Five Guys is great. Where's Burger Fi?
Five Guys, underrated grilled cheese, by the way.
How far does Burger Fi go? I think this is a national. So does Burger Fi, do they cover the entire nation right now?
I don't know. They're growing.
I know they're from South Florida.
They are extraordinary. They are very, very good.
I agree.
I love Burger Fi.
Talking about pizza, America's favorites, least favorites. You've got Blaze Pizza and Papa Murphy's, whatever that is, most popular. Least, Little Caesars and Pizza Hut.
Really?
Pizza Hut's good. It makes you a little farty. And then Papa John's is good. I love their butter sauce or that garlic sauce. Oh, I could drink it.
Okay. For the chicken, Chick-fil-A, which we got, and least is Church's and KFC on the national chains.
What about Popeyes? Popeyes didn't show up?
Did not, yeah, and they're national. I don't know why not.
Just to let everybody know, Bud Chicken and Seafood does serve food on Sunday.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
For Mexican, they got Chipotle and Moe's as the most popular, least Taco Bell and Del Taco.
Chipotle, are they a client? Never mind.
Probably.
No. Okay. Go get them, Chipotle. Probably.
I will tell you, if Taco Bell makes it on this list, they're paying attention and they're trying some stuff to try to become more popular, but I don't know if this is the right move. In fact, there are a lot of people that are really upset with Taco Bell right now. You were talking about the Mexi Melt not too long ago, Virginia.
Damn straight I was. They took it off the menu. I could not believe it. My jaw hit the floor. What?
You were reeling. It was a rough week for you.
Discontinued.
And now apparently they've quietly gotten rid of their caramel apple empanadas after a decade.
So good, especially if you heat them up a little bit. It's warm.
They got rid of them.
I know.
Yeah, they say people are losing their minds over it. Their Twitter is blown up with people just, going off like, what are you doing? I mean, this is just crazy. So I don't know what strategies Taco Bell's taking. They're trying to get, out of that rut of being the least favorite to the most. But I don't know. Are they going in the right direction?
I wish you guys lived in South Florida when Taco Viva was running this joint. Oh, my. The wet burrito, Kevin. People who live in this area, they know all about the wet burrito.
Yeah.
And it just.
I think I've heard of a Taco Vita. Is that a different place?
It's a different place.
There's
Viva.
Taco Viva and Taco Vita?
Yeah, I remember because my dad, we were going to go to Taco Viva. It was this big Pennington lunch kind of a thing. And he had these coupons. And he was trying to cut all these corners. He thought the meal for everybody was going to be like $15. He ended up spending $60 and we weren't able to go to the movies after. And he was so mad about it. He's like, can't believe it cost this much money. And he was using the coupons.
How about that? All right, so there you go. That is the least and most favorite. And coffee and bakery, they got Krispy Kreme and Panera. There we go. Just mentioned their Cuban, most popular. So there you go. And they've got that place, Tim Hortons.
I've never been to a Hortons.
That's in Buffalo. That's huge in Buffalo.
I think they're Canadian, right?
Uh-huh. I guess the guy that started it was a Canadian hockey guy, but he died in a car accident.
Kind of shocked to see Wendy's not getting any love in there.
Yeah, maybe they're buried somewhere in the middle. So, and that was Food Restaurant News, I think, that did that.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Dunkin' didn't get any love?
Did not see them on the top list. I don't know.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, well, I think they're doing. Everybody I know loves Dunkin'.
You still hungry?
I am.
Okay, why don't you put a pause on that sandwich? Let's do some pancakes.
And I want you to answer me this. Here's the question I have for you. Thieves can only take what's on top of your refrigerator. What do they get? Think about what's on top of your refrigerator. I don't know why. We put the most random items on top of our refrigerators for some reason.
Oh, I would be devastated.
Okay, so what is on top of your refrigerator?
Let me guess. It's a G.I. Joe or Star Wars toy.
Let's wait till commercial break.
That's all they can steal. What would they get from your place? Let us know. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. It's just kind of odd because when I was a kid growing up, we had a junk drawer, and I think everybody has like a junk drawer.
I still do, yeah.
Me too.
Absolutely.
But there's this new kind of phenomenon. I just, realized this when I saw a lot of people posting stuff up on their social media about this. It seems like now the top of our refrigerator has kind of been the supplemental junk drawer where you put just random items up there. I think I've got a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville blender that has about a 6-inch layer of dust on it.
Been a long time?
It's been a long time. And it's just, there's a bunch of random stuff up there. We just put stuff up there that we know we're never going to mess with. So here's the question that I got for you that I saw online. Thieves break into your place, but they can only take what's on top of your fridge. What do they get? Jaber, for you, what would they take? And it sounds like for you, it's more than just a random place.
They're going to be getting 1977 vintage Darth Vader case with figures in it, along with a C-3PO vintage case with figures in it. Also, you're going to get a Wampa, which is a toy from Empire Strikes Back, original Virginia.
Okay, so investment pieces.
Yes, and then all of my whiskey. So it would be devastating.
Okay, so that's a tough one for you.
It's real tough.
Okay. What about you, Virginia?
So I've kind of got cabinets on top of mine. My fridge kind of slides right in, but there is a little space. So on that little space, I've got a vintage Care Bear lunchbox from the 80s.
All right.
And I've got napkins.
You lost it. You're doing so good.
I'm sorry.
You
all I got.
You can make it like a nice little centerpiece there.
I know. I can't really do much with it. I'll take a picture. I'll show you the space. It's not that flexible.
Okay. Some of the things that people are texting us, if thieves broke in and took what was on your fridge, what would they get? Somebody said a rubber chicken, that I wanted a chicken wing eating contest.
Ooh, that's a badge of honor.
It really is.
That is a prize. Somebody else said cat food and some weird sculpture with a cow, pig, duck, and chicken. Yeah, it seems like if you have a weird sculpture, they make it on the top of your fridge for whatever reason. Our thieves would get 5 beer growlers, a first aid kit, Ovaltine chocolate milk powder, and a vase full of fake flowers.
Ovaltine. Remember Ovaltine?
Yeah.
Do you remember the little...
I don't think you're saying it right.
Ovaltine. More Ovaltine, please.
Ovaltine?
More Ovaltine.
Oh, boy.
He's sober, folks.
Hold on. Ovaltine. It's called... it's Ovaltine.
Yeah, now you're saying it right.
Now you're saying it right.
I was saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Why is my voice going so high?
You sound like you're going through the pubes.
Somebody said they would get a microwave to what?
Puberty.
She shortens up words off of the mic, so she's trying to say puberty, but she shortens everything up.
Yeah,
she
that's what I thought. I'm like, wait,
that
the
didn't
what?
work. That one didn't work.
She
don't
brings
shorten
it
that one
on
up.
the air, and no one's like, what are you talking about, Virginia?
Puberty.
I was like, the what?
She's destroying your show, is what she's doing.
Oh, you got a lot of balls.
Somebody said they would get a microwave, 2 pizza pans, a roll of paper towels, and a hatchet. Okay.
Ooh, a hatchet.
A hatchet?
I like
What's up
it.
your fridge?
It's aggressive.
Kind of random. Somebody said my thieves would get bread and hot dog and hamburger buns, some lint, and a glass dish. Have fun. Suck it, thieves. And somebody said back in the day, we had all of our mail on top of the refrigerator. And a friend of mine opened up the refrigerator, and all this mail fell down on top of him. Well, he just calmly picked up the mail from the floor and put it right back inside the fridge. And then he closed the door. And I'm looking at him. He said, what? I'm like, why'd you put that back in the fridge? He said, I don't know. You guys are weird. So I thought maybe you actually kept your mail in the fridge. It was on top.
That's awesome.
I don't know. You guys are weird.
You guys are weird.
I don't know what you guys are going to do. You're talking, why are you asking me? I don't know. Somebody else said my cocaine. Get it? Okay. And somebody else said, you get my weird-ass cat. Have fun with her. She's a bitch.
Oh.
All right. Well, there you
Can we pass on the cat?
Yeah, probably be a good idea. So there you go. The weird stuff on your fridge.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, good.
So many people on meth.
Ow!
It's kind of fun. I always love when these robbers kind of like take on the theme of the theft that they're going to do. Like this guy in Oregon, he went into a convenience store a few weeks ago and he ate some cookies without paying. And of course he gets arrested and he's wearing a Cookie Monster shirt.
Aww.
I mean, shit. He really
couldn't
loves
help
cookies.
it. Bless his heart.
Yeah, he's got sympathy in this room, huh?
He's got a problem.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Oh, I am a cookie monster. Not as good as this one, but
You haven't turned to a life of crime because you haven't had to yet.
you're right.
But
If the world turns against me,
you never know.
Where could this thing go? Yeah, could be a problem. Well, there's a woman from New Hampshire that got busted for drunk driving when she drove away from a gas station and ripped out the nozzle and the hose in the process.
Girl.
There's a photo of her parked on the side of the road with the hose dangling from her gas tank.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it might kind of like help out the cop to know, yeah, this one might be hammered.
She's the one.
Yeah, might be a good sign. And plausible deniability. This woman in Louisiana, they found a bag of meth in her hoo-ha, but she said, not mine. Don't know how it got there.
the Lindsay Lohan defense. It's not mine.
At least Lindsay had it in her shorts pocket. I mean,
No, this girl went a little further.
Just a slight.
who left it there? The last guy?
I don't know. That's all I like to hear. Like, okay, well, if it's not yours and you didn't put it there, whose is it and how did it get there?
Is it possible you dropped it and it fell in there accidentally?
If that's the case,
We have to go to the
Whoa.
gynosaurus.
A little tricky.
yeah. There's a woman in Wisconsin that bought a bottle of Pantene conditioner at Walmart the other day. It's the first time she'd ever used it. So she was a little alarmed when her hair started falling out in clumps.
Oh, no.
Apparently, when they started doing an investigation, they found out that somebody had mixed Nair into the bottle, then put it back on the shelf. That's the latest prank.
See, everyone's tampering with everything now.
Oh, my God.
Started with the food.
I'd lose my mind.
You would lose your
Oh
mind.
my
That'd
gosh.
be devastating,
Devastating for me.
Kevin would march in that store and demand to see the footage of who it was, and it would be an
I'd hunt him
all-points
down.
bulletin.
20 years minimum
I would
jail.
not come back to work until I found that person.
20 years minimum jail?
No, vigilante justice. I'm going to go
Right.
with him. I'm going to take care of this.
Here's my question. Let's say the
I
Nair.
think this guy, honestly, I think whatever, if he has all his body hair needs to come off. He needs to be shaved like a hairless cat. That's step one.
If that happened to you and the Nair did attack your hair, would men's club for men? What's
What?
it called? Hair club?
Hair club, yeah.
Would they be able to fix it?
If what happened now?
If the Nair actually attacked your hair and you went bald, would they be able to come back and give you something to make it
Yeah,
look?
they could work with it. Yeah, they can make it. They can work with anybody.
It's going to be a painful situation, though, where you have to, like, sit there in the chair for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, then it makes it harder on them to try to make it, not make me look like a freak show. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have their hands full.
You want to shave him like a cat, I'll get a baseball bat.
That's where I start, Virginia. That's not where I'm going to end up.
All right.
We start with that.
Okay. That's cold.
Cold.
Talking about the tampering stuff. I know you don't like this stuff. Not that this was intentional, but just come on, man. It's gross. There's a Tampa Bay area Mexican restaurant got shut down after they saw an employee scratching his crotch and handling food.
I know somebody
Come on, dude.
who worked at a major chain restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, and he said the guy in charge of all of the salad had his hand scratching on the inside, his nards, for a good solid 3 minutes, and then he takes his hands and starts taking all the salad and all of the croutons with the same hands, puts it out in the buffet.
Ugh.
I gotta tell you, I mean, just even here in South Florida, I love it. I love Mexican food. I got a Mexican queen. I even love, hey, that's cool. It's going to go to like a taco truck or some kind of like divey place. Man, they've been having a bad run here in South Florida on the health restrictions. And I read those every time they come out now.
Did another one
There's been several in the last, there's just been an ongoing slew. It seems like the biggest offender in South Florida in the last 6 months since I've been really paying attention has been Mexican restaurants. Here's this one in Tampa. They had 65 violations.
Whoa.
Yeah, they had meat and salsa being stored on the floor.
What?
Ants were found in the walk-in cooler. Roach poo was found on the shelves.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, they shut that thing down for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Oh, they just shut it down permanently.
And this is the story of the day that will get your attention. This woman, she was just kind of like chilling on her sofa, tired. Oh, I'm so tired. She just takes a nap. She wakes up. She looks around. She's like, okay, I'm in a hospital bed.
Uh-oh.
This is weird. Where are my arms and legs? It's 10 days later. She had been in a coma. Apparently what had happened was when she fell asleep, the family dog started licking her arms and legs. and there was some kind of bacteria.
She had a cut.
Yeah.
She had a little cut.
There's some bacteria that had gone on with the dog, and she had like a little scrape or something like that on her arm or her legs. Got into like her bloodstream, and they had to basically amputate her limbs to save her life because sepsis started to set in, and her limbs were starting to gangrene. That's crazy.
Can you imagine one little cut and dog saliva takes you out?
Chewy loves to lick cuts. He does, and I'm always cut.
You better stop.
Yeah, well, that's just to let you know what could possibly go wrong.
I could get murdered by Chewy.
Well, he licks cuts, but he also licks butts. Dogs lick
Cuts
their
and
own
butts.
butts. That's gross.
Dog, you don't have to tell me about my dog.
Dog likes cuts and butts.
I'm
We
sorry,
like
dog.
cuts and butts, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, something to think about there with the cuts and butts.
Definitely.
That's what dogs do.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's one of those lists that makes you feel old. 10 years ago, the big pop culture moments that were going on are things you're like, that was 10 years ago? Remember the Black Eyed Peas? I got a feeling.
Oh, Jay Bird loves that song.
10 years ago.
That's so 2008.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that actually was top of the charts this week 10 years ago. 26 weeks it spent at number 1 in 2009.
Oh, the Black Eyed Peas, they dominated it for a while, and it was a very sad day. Oh,
That must be a different chart because isn't like the Lil Nas X song, they're making a big deal because it's 17 weeks at number 1. They're saying 26 weeks at number 1 in 2009 in BuzzFeed.
so is it a top 100?
Yeah,
or is it
Billboard. Nas is top 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
That must be the difference then. Yeah, I'm not sure which song. Oh, on the road, I got a feeling. I don't know. Which song would you rather?
Boom, boom, pow. Oh, the worst song ever written.
The
Boom,
Peas
boom,
were
pow.
crushing it 10 years ago. Yeah. Party in the USA. Remember that song from Miley Cyrus when she was still innocent?
That song is still
And she
awesome.
hated it. She went on the interview circuit saying how much she hated that
She
song.
blasted that song, but it's a great song.
That was just getting going 10 years ago.
That song was on the top of the charts, and she was blasting it, saying how much she hated it. That's pretty funny.
Young girl, she didn't know. I think she probably owns that now.
I think she still doesn't like it.
Really?
She's edgier now.
She's back edgy again?
Yes, she is back edgy.
Because she was edgy, then she was mellow, now she's edgy again?
She's edgy
Yeah, she's
mellow.
edgy again. Yeah, no, she's got that.
Edgy mellow.
She's edgy mellow.
Her new song is "Don't F with My Freedom," and she's got the zipper teeth on her crotch.
So
and
she's
the-
like cocaine with quaaludes.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah,
She's edgy, peaceful.
Yeah.
It's kind of up down. Yeah,
It's a weird ride.
What is she this week? Edgy or soft? She's kind of edgy this week.
Okay.
Yeah, she got to be. When you got a song saying "Don't F with My Freedom," you got to like, come on. Michael Jackson's death was officially ruled a homicide 10 years ago. He died in June of 2009. I can't believe it was that long ago. That's crazy.
Wow.
Remember John Hughes from our youth? He was a great director. He died of a heart attack 10 years ago at the age of 59.
Wow.
Ton of movies. That look at all of the movies he did. There's some that I don't even know he did.
He did like the Superbads of our era. Any of those
Yeah.
kind of like teen movies that have ever been big. He ruled like the 80s. Kourtney Kardashian announced she and Scott Disick were pregnant with their first child
Kevin,
10 years ago.
You had to keep that one in there.
It's relevant.
I did it for my daughter. She would love it. She'd be like, well,
Kardashian.
that's so old. 3 kids they have now.
So
They're not together, but they still film together, Kevin. It's very nice the way they co-parent.
You took it too far, Virginia.
she always does.
Yeah.
You again, Kev. You can't
Took
shut
it
off.
too far.
You can shut off her microphone. You have that power.
I can shut off your life.
10 years ago, we were talking about who Bradley Cooper was dating. 10 years ago, it was Jennifer Aniston. Apparently, they just broken up, and he was moving on to Renee Zellweger.
Wow.
Now it's the whole, he just broke up with his girlfriend, and is he going to wind up with Lady Gaga? So we just always talk about Bradley Cooper's dating life, I guess.
Well, we're Cooper troopers.
Yeah.
He's hot.
The 3rd season of Mad Men premiered on AMC 10 years ago.
That's a show you should get into. You would like, and all of a sudden you're going to want to drink brandy at 11 a.m. and smoke. It's
Okay.
weird.
All right.
Siggies?
It just makes you want. I don't know. There's a
I
lot.
could use a new hobby. All right. The show Shark Tank debuted 10 years ago.
Really?
I know. I couldn't believe it's been around for 10 years.
My dad loves that show.
And Paula Abdul announced she wouldn't return as a judge on American Idol. So she kind of been out of the game. I mean, she really hasn't been in the limelight for 10 years.
Wow.
I know, crazy, right? So there you go. A couple quick movie things, too. The first Twilight movie was the big winner at the Teen Choice Awards, but didn't get a single Oscar nomination. And Disney announced that they were buying Marvel for $4 billion. That was all 10 years ago. Time is a-flying. It's crazy. On the TV tip, Jaber was talking about his new favorite show, that Love Island.
I gotta tell you, it's getting better. There's a buzz about this show.
You're more into Love Island than you are Big Brother.
Only because, Big Brother's been annoying me. I am caught up. No, I'm not caught up on Big Brother. Don't say a word.
I'm not caught up at all.
Don't say a word. One of our sales guy completely blew an episode from me the other day. In the hallway.
Which sales guy?
I don't want to say it. I really don't like the guy. I like him.
Yeah, well, if you were thinking like, okay, why is Love Island on? Well, you're going to think that next summer, too, because it's been renewed for a second season.
Yeah!
It will be back in the summer of 2020.
I go to bed to it at night. For some reason, I don't know, it just relaxes me. It makes me feel very safe at night.
Really?
Yes, I don't know why.
Interesting.
Now,
you're a man running from love, yet you're running to Love Island.
It's weird.
Well, he's not getting in his own life. He's getting on TV, Virginia.
It's a substitute for all of the holes in his...
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin.
Breakthrough.
It's all the fix I need. Just an hour of Love Island and I'm good.
Oh.
He's looking for it.
What a great deep dive.
I'm not watching Love Island.
No, you got love. I got love. I'm not watching
Zero drama. It's only an hour. It's perfect. It's a perfect relationship for me. Love Island.
Now, they're saying the broadcast ratings are relatively low on the show. It's only got 2.2 million viewers with adults 18-49, which is not good.
I also heard, too, the average watcher is 54 years old.
It's an old people show?
Well, it's an old people's network. It's on CBS. And what they like is apparently the average Love Island viewer is about 8 years younger than the typical CBS audience member. So that'll kind of drop it a little bit. They say the show's been performing respectively well with women under the age of 35. And because of the digital numbers and social media engagement, that's why they're going to be bringing the show back.
Love Island's always trending, so they're looking at it like, all right, we're getting some social media love. People are warming up to it.
Maybe it takes a little more than one season to catch on. That does happen.
The girls turned on one of the guys last night. It was intense.
Okay, so what we love doing here is playing Like Island, because they say the word like so much on Love Island.
So this is a shorter clip. This is only a 30-second clip. Okay. How many likes do you think are in a... Because the last time we did a minute, this is just 30. It's half.
Okay. Only 30 seconds. How many likes can they work in 30 seconds on this show, Virginia?
I'm going to say 12.
Okay. It's a good guess. What is your guess? Text it to us right now, 877-979-WRMF. First person to get the exact right answer or closest to it is going to get hooked up with tickets for the Craft Beer Bash next Saturday at PGA National Resort and Spa.
Jason just dropped the thermostat to like 60 because he's wearing 2 sweatshirts.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I did not drop it down to 60, Virginia, with the drama again. You should be on Love Island.
Okay. Is that what all the commotion's about?
Oh, yeah.
It's starting
We're
to get...
over here fighting off mic.
As I'm trying to talk about,
about the thermostat.
Okay, I
but
didn't know
I knew
what
you
was so
could
wrong.
kind of tell, so I had to tell you.
Wild movements.
Wild flailing.
I could tell you were disrupting, and I'm sorry. Again, Virginia, bringing down the show.
You started it.
Okay, that Love Island on CBS, it is coming back next summer. It's got low TV ratings, 2.2 million in the 1849 demo, but they like the social media engagement. It's coming back, and somebody else said on Orange is the New Black, they've got a character on that show that apparently is all into Love Island's binge watching it. So, it's kind of getting some mentions in the pop culture world here and there. But it's, a younger audience, and the younger audience loves the word like.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And I got to tell you, it's tough because if I get around it, I start saying like, and I'm like, stop.
I mean, alarmingly a lot.
You just said like.
Yes, I do. That's what happens. That's why I got to stay away from this. I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to be like bombing you the rest of the show.
So it's 2 people. They're talking about, how you got a guy, you got a girl, and Weston's the one guy, and he's talking, I believe, with Emily. She's new. Everyone's now calling Weston a player, Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
He's kind of a cowboy sweetheart.
Weston is his name?
Yes.
It's kind of ridiculous.
West.
This whole thing is ridiculous.
Okay, let me hear this tool.
Okay, here we go. In a 30-second clip, how many times can two people say the word like?
In the end, like, the truth always comes out. So, like...
Okay,
we're at
that's
2.
4 seconds and we're at 2.
Strong work.
It's pretty good.
You know, obviously today we had like a girls' day and we got to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of a half like.
It's a like.
Okay,
It counts.
That's a like. Okay.
And I kind of like told everybody like how I was like really happy and excited to be with you.
That was
2.
strong. No, that was 3.
Okay.
And that last little clip there, I'm going to replay this just so you know. This is a replaying. I think they worked 3 into about a 5-second clip.
And I kind of like told everybody like how I was like really happy and excited to be with you.
You're right. It was 3.
I'm up at 6. Is that right?
I think it is
up
6.
to 6.
That was an amazing piece of work, right? I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due.
So we're at 6, and how many seconds are we in?
We are now 12 seconds into the clip, so that's kind of what they're averaging.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so like, what do you guys think?
What?
That was 2. That was a double.
And then I was like, so what do you guys like think?
Is that what it was?
That was good.
And then I was like, so like, what do you guys think?
And I was like, is that what
She double liked us.
All right, so what are we at?
Now I'm at 8.
Okay.
And it was just like literally every single girl in this villa is like
Okay.
10.
Like what?
basically said like I would never want one of my friends to be with him.
Wow. That's strong.
I'm like kind of confused. I really don't think that you're as genuine of a person as you say you are. And like
we have opened up to each other like super like friend-wise.
He came in and he's like going, okay, all right. He's like, I'm not going to be undone here. 2 can play the light game.
Opened up to each other like super like friend-wise.
See? That's pretty good.
I believe we're at 15.
There's debate. There's again 2 numbers. There was 14 and then 15.
Oh,
I know.
it's so hard.
Jeez, okay. All right, well, we'll let Denny's deal with it in there because I did see 14 and 15 in the text. So
Oh, no.
people had guessed, and it was the first one in technically. So Denny's will be the ultimate voice on that to choose. Okay. Yes. And he will be handing out tickets for the Craft Beer Bash next Saturday. This is going to be the event, PGA National Resort and Spa. You want to go to. It's 3 hours from 5 to 8 p.m., 150-plus craft beers and ciders. Get those tickets now. Jump on it, pgaresort.com. Well, it's going to be coming up here pretty quick. We got to jump on it. We got some meet and greet passes for Wednesday for the Jonas Brothers when they come to American Airlines Arena. 3 finalists. You can go see those videos. Some of the comments that I'm watching on our Instagram are kind of cracking me up. So go add your comments and your views on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just look for the KVJ Show. We got our winner on the way.
Looking for what's going on in South Florida? Sign up for our KVJ e-blast and stay connected.
And we had 3 different finalists in here. The first one that we had and posted up yesterday on our social media was from Stephanie and Samantha. They went into the Petco, and they dropped their song there. Did a great job. Then you got Sarah B., who went to Rooms to Go and used the intercom and sang in there. And then Sophia and Isabella also went into a store. They went into a Best Buy, and they really had kind of choreographed dance and a lot of good stuff going on with that.
They got good deals there, too.
Oh, they have great deals, yeah. So the fun thing about it, I was kind of going through and I was, checking all the different posts and seeing what was going on. And I noticed that there was one common theme, and there was one guy that was kind of like trolling all of the D-Man FL. Which just sounds, that's such a trolly type name, isn't it?
D-Man?
Is he's ripping on him? He's going in there?
FL. Well, I didn't even realize until I kind of was going in and looking at the comments and like, you know how you go into a post and you're like going, oh, that was kind of a,
That was mean.
Jerky
yeah,
thing.
I was like, all right, there's a little jerk. And then I started noticing, and I just kind of paid attention because of one of the posts. I'm like, oh, that's D-Man FL. And so the first post, and I think that was on Stephanie and Samantha's, he's like going, that one chick works there or used to work there.
I saw this cat.
Yeah, that's D-Man.
D-Man.
So is D-Man like the Joker? Is he just trying to watch the world burn?
I don't know. I think the D-Man, because you can see, just as you see not only the screen name, but you see the photo and you kind of put it all together, you're like going, yeah, I don't think that they're necessarily like trolling to be funny. I think they just might be miserable. And I kind of feel for D-Man. I think D-Man needs a hug. Because he, on the last post that we had with Sophia and Isabel, who did an amazing job, D-Man FL put, I think it's ridiculous for the KVJ show to tell people to do this in the first place. And what I really loved is there was somebody that has the Twitter or the Instagram name, the last good name was taken. And so D-Man FL is like going, it's ridiculous. KVJ would even tell people to do this in the first place. And he's like, you sound fun.
D-Man does not sound fun. Mo and Sally might be more of his speed.
And then D-Man goes, how's that? And the response from the last good name was taken said, point proven. Enjoy your day if you can find some reason to smile.
D-Man.
D-Man loves it, though. He's just stirring it up.
D-Man FL. So there you go. So that was just some of the comments that went on. A lot of positivity for what was going on. And, we heard the clips earlier on the show, and everybody seems to have their own little favorite here, and they're all very deserving. When I saw the first video come in, I'm like, that could win. And then another one came out. I'm like, well, that's good, too. That could win. And all of them would be great winners. Right here, I'm telling you, this is a very impressive video that they did. I think it was not only the way they did the announcement, the choreographed singing, the dress that went into it as well. But I got to tell you, Sophia and Isabella, congratulations. You are winners. Nice work.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I just want to give everybody a quick little taste of your singing because it was so good in the Best Buy. Wow.
Everybody loved it but D-Man. Everybody loves it. D-Man heard that. He started sprouting horns.
That was amazing stuff. Congratulations, Isabella and Sophia.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Twins going to be checking out the Jonas Brothers. Do you have any idea now when you see them face to face what you're going to say to them? You worked that out yet?
Oh, man. Our first concert ever down in South Florida, like 10, I don't even know. It has been like 12 years ago was the Jonas Brothers opening for Jesse McCartney.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've seen them before, but never like this.
That's cool.
I think I'm going to tell Joe that he made a mistake and he picked the wrong Sophia.
I like that.
Do that.
You should. That is good. That's fantastic. Well, you're going to be going to the show on Wednesday night. If you would you please call us on Thursday and let us know how it was? And if you do get to take a photo or something like that, we'd love to see it, okay?
Oh, yes, I did for sure.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. That's our winners there, Isabella and Sophia. If you want to see their video, it's up on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can go check that out. I remember that show, the Jesse McCartney one. That's the one where we had meet and greet tickets and we hid them in our sales department. Remember that? And we had all these screaming teens and they tore through the building and destroyed our sales department. And our boss was so mad.
We hid them
my gosh.
in salespeople's desks and like work areas.
The bosses are mad, but we survived it, baby.
And oddly enough, D-Man FL hated that idea too.
D-Man. I got to find this cat.
Oh, yeah. We need to do a deep dive.
I want to start talking to D-Man online.
Let's come for him.
Wow, that's funny. They said, what was that, like 10 years ago? Something like that?
That's
Back in the day. And high
Full
school,
circle moment.
Well, yeah, it is kind of interesting because, if you were a teen, and I mean, the Jonas Brothers, you could argue that they're better than they've ever been. I mean, this new album that they got, it's just one hit after another. And it's got to be kind of cool because it's nostalgic at the same time. It's what you listen to when you're in high school and stuff like that. But here they are. They're all grown up and married.
I mean, I know I've told this story several times, but it was that one time we did that contest and the dad didn't win him for his daughter. And he was weeping. I mean, crying hard.
He should have. I mean, come on, step it up, Dad.
Yeah.
I think you were laughing at him.
I was not.
That's right, it was me.
It was probably you.
Good stuff. Here we go. It's Friday. We got a KVJ Beer is going to be coming out tonight. Excited about that. The launch of the hazy IPA. It's called BDIPA. Due South Brewing is doing it. And you can join us starting at 6 p.m. tonight. It's right off Gateway Boulevard on I-95 in Boynton Beach. Just go one road west and you're right there, so it's easy.
And it's your chance to grab that BDI merch, too.
Yeah.
We unveiled the BDI merchandise at the Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest just a few weeks ago, and it almost, met the halfway mark of selling out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before the big party that we're having tonight. So if you want to grab that merch before it sells out, you really should come and get it tonight.
Are you shocked? The Kevin Ralston?
His face is on it.
Yeah, it's horrifying, but it's fun merch. And, so there's good deals, drink specials, too, when you get that merch for the beers. And Royal just text me, too, at Savor Eats, just to remind everybody the menu that they got tonight. They got one of the best food trucks in South Florida, so you come hungry, because they got smoked pork sandwich, sweet and sour chicken, Monte Cristo with blackberry jam. They got the Korean gochujang chicken lettuce wraps, Mexican pork carnita bowl. That sounds amazing. Canadian poutine, and they've got the steak fries, their half-fresh burger, and wings. And the wings are huge and amazing. If you love chicken wings, you got to try theirs.
Can you do about, a 30-second video, you just looking in the camera and just sucking a wing dry?
That'd probably be a little weird, yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're going to do with that later.
With the BDI T-shirt on, sucking on a wing.
It's gonna move the needle, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your needle. I know what you're up to. This is a Reddit thread Denny's gave me. What screams I peaked in high school? Some of the top answers on Reddit. Yes. So true. Somebody said, still wearing your Letterman jacket and class ring in your 30s. Yep. That screams I peaked in high school.
And talking about going to state.
Right.
Yeah, talking about high school sports games from a different decade as if they meant something. That's on the list.
I know people who still get mad about it. We're talking 20 years ago.
I know, because I hear them. They're your friends that still talk about sports activities, specifically some basketball game.
No, there was a baseball game where a kid dropped a pop-up and we lost the championship. And I'm not kidding you, 20 years later, if certain guys drink too much, they may weep when they tell that story.
Oh, yeah.
It still stings.
It gets to them. In fact, one of the comments on Reddit was, me in a horrid realization in the back of my 92 Camaro while icing that knee I blew out at the championship game senior year, reading through the divorce papers.
Oh.
I peaked in high school.
Oh, that's sad.
You talk about tears.
Divorce papers?
That's what happens,
Oh, my
man.
gosh. That's so painful, it's funny.
One of the other comments on it was, I dated a guy with his high school mascot tattooed on his arm.
Yeah.
Couldn't let it go, baby.
Wow.
Could not let it go.
Did he get that when he was young, or is he getting it as an adult when he's in his 40s? Yeah.
That's the
Palm Beach
difference.
Garden Gators, yeah.
Yeah.
Class of 95.
What screams I peaked in high school? Somebody said selling pot to teenagers and then trying to get them to stay and smoke with you.
That's so sad.
What do you mean you gotta do homework? You gotta go right now? And another one, I peaked in high school, still living in your hometown and looking forward to that night at the bar just before Thanksgiving when everybody who left comes home. So you can talk about the high school stuff people who've grown up and forgotten about and have real lives now come back to talk to you about.
Dang, that is heavy.
That is the biggest night of the year in Logan, Ohio. Oh, the bar is just a popping, and all we talk about is glory days.
Talk about, man, we would have won state.
And we weren't actually that great in high school, so that's the sad thing. Some people actually have great high school stories. We don't even have that.
How many people are still in Logan, and how many people left?
I don't have those numbers,
Of your
Virginia.
friends, of like your group, did half of them stay, or half of them?
A lot of my clique are gone.
Okay.
But
As in, like, dead?
Well, that too.
Okay. I was just wondering.
They moved or died?
Half of them have moved, the other half are dead.
You're like, my crew's gone.
That's my high school crew.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
Can't believe it. It sounds like Amazon actually made a mistake. What? They've officially killed one of their more perplexing products, that dash button. That's the one that was just the single button right next to a brand's logo on the rounded bit of plastic. The dash button was for people who like to reorder very specific products from Amazon in the moment instead of waiting like 30 seconds until they open the Amazon app to do it that way. They're like going, yeah, I don't think people are really using this. It didn't really work out too well.
I can't wait to get my Amazon packages because I'm finally going to be able to get my mail again. I get my key today. It's been almost 3 weeks since I've been able to get my mail.
Wow.
I've got all this stuff waiting at the post office.
It's kind of cozy. It'll be like Christmas for you.
Got a couple G.I. Joes on deck.
I like Christmas, yeah.
We've got an Amazon cat tuxedo on the way for Suits' cat.
It's good.
He's going to be in a suit, and his cat's going to be in a suit, and we're going to do a photo shoot.
Yeah, as if he ever gets well. I'm not sure.
I know.
Suits has been sick for 3 days.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with that poor boy.
I think he's got a sore throat.
Go check. One of us needs to go check on him. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Scared of heights.
Kevin, you got to go check on Suits.
I'll bring him soup.
That would be so nice of you to do. If someone brought me soup, crap happiness.
Yeah, okay. We'll take care of him. So what do you think? Good or bad business decision here, if you're going to jump into it? Well, today for National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, you talked about this earlier, Oscar Mayer has just announced that they're coming out with a new ice cream sandwich this month featuring 2 flavors of ice cream. One that's hot dog infused with candied hot dog bits, and one that's spicy mustard flavored.
Awful and awfuler.
What are they doing?
Okay, good or bad business? What do you say, Virginia?
I mean, I guess it gets them talked about, but it's
Yep.
not for a good reason, so I say bad.
Okay, Jaybird.
It's good. It's annoying, but people are going to get into it. They like a gimmick. I like a gimmick, and I'm bitching about it, and I like it.
I'm going to say good because people are still talking about it, and I just wonder at what point because everybody, yesterday it was mustard ice cream, I think French's was putting out, and so this is just what they all do now. But there's going to be a limit where we're going to just be like, I get it. You're putting out a disgusting food, and you want people to talk about you, but
It's getting tired. It's getting played.
It's close to getting tired.
Let's just throw a bunch of crap together and see what it tastes like.
The money it costs, though, to manufacture that stuff. I mean, they must just know we're only going to make a certain small amount, and that's it.
Very tiny amount. It's part of their marketing budget, and and I think it's available like on 3 streets.
Right.
So
what do? You bring our sweet Suits some soup, and then all of a sudden you find out he's been shacked with a hot honey.
He's not sick at all.
He's not sick. He's been
Yeah.
shacked up with a girl for 3 days. What's his punishment?
Well, after he washes his hand, I'll give him a high five.
So he's not in trouble.
He's not in trouble for missing 3 days of work?
How hot is she?
Yes, that's another thing too, yeah. So, like, Oscar Mayer's coming out with gross products, but there are people like Oreos and Pop-Tarts and now even M&Ms. They try to come out with different flavors to get you excited. They've announced that they're releasing a fudge brownie flavor M&M.
Ooh, just my game.
I'm hearing good ooze.
They're doing good things. There's a coffee M&M that is so delicious.
Coffee's, of course, Tequesta blows it with the candy. Coffee M&M.
Good or bad business on this? Engineers in Portugal have created a new type of fabric that smells better the more you sweat. And they say the smell is also an insect repellent.
Really?
I feel like it's going to cause a rash on your nards and on your private parts.
If it does not.
If it doesn't, then I like it.
Yeah. If it does not, give me a weird body rash, and the shirt or the clothes looks okay. I mean, this is everything you want. I mean, especially in South Florida, how great would this be? The more you sweat, the better you smell, and you're going to be able to repel insects.
It sounds like a miracle fabric. How much does it cost?
Well, that's the other question. Yeah, I haven't heard and it probably depends upon what you're going to get. And if Kanye gets a hold of it, it's going to cost $8,000 a shirt. So that I don't know. Now, what about this idea? We've been talking about this for a while. You got the Airbnb. You can rent out your homes. You've got Uber. You can basically rent out your car. We talked about how they're going to be doing driveways now, or there's going to be an Uber for that where you can rent that out if you got like an extra parking spot or you live near a stadium or like on Miami Beach. But what about this? What about renting out your pool to strangers? Virginia, you got one on the way.
You are not renting this out to people.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Not knowing what you know about what strangers do in the pool when they don't care about the pool owner.
Okay, would you rent someone else's pool?
Possibly. If you were going to have a day where you were going down to Miami with a bunch of your friends and you could rent a pool like on the water.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
There's no way if you don't rent your pool, Gary from Port St. Lucie, he's definitely dropping a floater. It's going to be Duty.
D-Man from FL rents my pool.
I don't think D-Man would swim in a pool. It's too fun.
Yes. Doesn't like splashing. Yeah, there's a service called Swimply. It's an Airbnb-like service. You can rent out your pool by the hour to people who are desperate to take a swim. They say it ranges from $25 to $150 an hour, depending upon the quality of the pool, where you are. And they say you can get hot tubs, saltwater pools. Some owners even offer backyard amenities like grills and fire pits as part of the deal.
Wow.
Yeah, they got it in 20 states now, and of course they got it in Florida. So if this sounds like your thing, Swimply is the name of it. Good business or bad business? I think it's pretty revolutionary. I like it.
I think it's smart.
We're going to get to a point where we're renting out our toilets to people. It's going to get that weird.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Coming up here in a second, before we get to the After the Show podcast, Jaybird's got a thought for the day. Tonight, we are going to be debuting our new beer at Whoa. What's that smell?
It is Virginia just, there's that, that squirty Kool-Aid stuff you can get to put in water.
Yeah.
Virginia was giving some to Rocco, but she didn't aim it right, and she squirted so much of it in his eye. And not to mention,
doesn't smell good.
It's expired. It smells like vomit.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry
It
about
smells
that.
so bad. I mean, one squirt did so much damage.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, what do we got going on here? Okay.
Are you okay, Rocco?
No.
Yeah.
I agree with Rocco. I don't know if he's okay.
Sorry, our beer launch party is tonight at Due South.
I mean,
Boynton.
he's got a black eye, but it's purple Kool-Aid.
That's tough. It's tough to keep rolling with the punches on that. He said, that's not Kool-Aid. You're right. It's not cool, Rocco. All right, Jaybird, before we get to the ATS, wrap it up with a thought, my friend.
You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.